Let's check out what's new today. All right, Mike, what do we got going on today?
We're repairing an A1 Mini right now, and we got plenty of others to repair after this one. So the customers clean around nozzle area, bed adhesion issues, warping issues. So basically, this is the old nozzle that was on it. He already put a new nozzle on it, but we are going to access the new nozzle and we're going to take it out and yeah, we're going to clean. Oh, yeah, he's got a new nozzle, all right. But that nozzle's all kinds of not any good. We are going to replace the nozzle. I think he gave us another nozzle here. Yeah, it looks like this nozzle has had it. We're going to have to see about getting it off of here and hope that it hasn't done any other damage. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get it plugged in. Let's see if we can heat it up. Yep.
All right, so you turned it back on.
Yep, so we turned it on. What we're going to try and do is, let's see if this nozzle will heat up and loosen all this plastic around this nozzle, this hot end, so we can get it off of there. So let's go ahead and get it heated.
What are you doing?
I am heating the nozzle. Probably going to just heat it up to about 250. And let's just watch it get heating up. Then that way we can get this one out and get a new one put in. Let's get a pair of pliers because that booger's going to be hot. Let's go ahead, raise this up so we're a little more eye level. And let's see, where are those orange handled picks? Use this. All right. And once this gets heated up, we should be able to pull it out of there. Doesn't seem to be any filament in this. There we go. I don't see any filament in here. Okay, it's all heated up. We're at 246. Should just pop right out of there. It's only held in with a magnet. Let's go ahead and we're going to turn it off so we can. There we go. Woo!
Ugh, stinky.
That one might be able to be salvaged at some point.
That's hot, right?
Yeah, that is hot.
Don't touch that.
So, our only real way to clean this all up, let's take this up so we can see a little better. You might be able to get some of it off right now while it's warm. But be careful doing this because it is extremely hot.
What's the temp? 250
50
degrees Celsius, right?
Yep. But I got the majority of it. Okay. I got the majority of it, so let's see if, you know, what I need. I need something to prop this up so I can see that a little better. What do we got laying around here? We got a piece of old. Let's see if that'll work. You know, we better put it like this. See if that'll let us, that'll hold it there. Because we want to try and get all of this off of here so we don't have to replace, because it's working, it's heating, it's sensing. So we don't want to have to replace this whole thing if we don't have to. Everything's moving around. Let's just get this cleaned off. I mean, they do sell the whole heater thermistor kit, and it's not super expensive, but why replace something when there's really nothing wrong with it, just a little dirty. So we're going to clean it up and then get the new hot end put in.
So that's all filament in there, right?
Yep, all this black mess is filament. So we're just clearing it out. Well, you know what? This has came out of the little hole. So this might have to be replaced after all.
It was pushed out by the filament. Yeah? Woo! That's exciting.
Yeah. We'll try a different route to hold that up.
I can see it going.
Well, let's just see if we can pop it back into place where it's supposed to be. Oh, don't think that's going to go. Well, it looks like we're going to have to replace this after all. I might be able to fix it with it off of the machine, so let's check that out. So to take these off, you got these 3 screws right here in the back. And then you got to take the back of the tool head off, and this chase that's right here, this chase cover, so you can pull the wiring out for the thermistor and the heater. So let's get these screws out.
What's that tool you're using?
It's my nifty difty little electric screwdriver. Makes life much easier than using the Allen wrenches.
I should say.
And they're actually relatively inexpensive.
You want to be careful pulling that out. You don't want to...
Yeah, you don't want to sit and yank on it because you got all the wiring right there. So, you know, I got this part removed. Get all these screws off out of here.
Make sure you have something to put them in so they don't roll all over the place.
Yeah. This is, all this is the lid. It's Creality. This is one of the Creality toolkits. And it comes with a little manual screwdriver. And I spent $10 on Amazon for this.
What does that say?
Chardon. I don't know who it is. I just know it was only $10. And it works like a charm. I've got all the bits from the Creality kit, plus a wrench, plus an X-Acto knife, plus a pair of tweezers, plus an extension if I needed an extension. And then I just carved this soft foam out to where this will fit right in there and close up.
Oh, nice.
Whenever I want it to. Just like that.
And it has little magnets that it holds it all
That
together.
holds it all together. All right, now this just
Boxes. Always running into boxes.
pops off
What
of
are we
here.
doing?
Let's turn it around so I can see it. There we go. So that just pops off of there. And then when you get that off,
Those are hex screws.
you've got to take, I believe, if I remember right, that one off.
Got to get the right hex tip. Yeah.
Yep. There it went.
We have a little
Sure.
magnetic
Tray. It's
tray.
over there with some other stuff in it. No, I didn't need to take that out. That just slides. So let's put that back in before we forget. That one didn't need to come out. So we got that slid back. You've got your wiring going back here. So you just want to nicely unclip that one. And nicely unplug this one. Now, never take and grab it by the wires. There's little wings on the side of these plugs that you can take your thumbnail or something like that and pry them out. Just like that right there.
Never pull it by the wires.
No, because these
pull
are
them out of
teeny,
that little
teeny,
thing.
tiny pins, and you could very easily pull them out. Okay, we do need to take at least one screw out right here. Let's see what we can do. Get those wires out of that run. And this also has a little built-in light.
Built-in light.
It's not automatic. You have to turn it on, turn it off, but hey, that's better than not having anything. So let's go ahead. Now try and keep these screws somewhat separated on what's coming from where.
There are two up here. Are those two?
That goes to hold
to
in the
happen?
manifold there, so
Okay, don't touch those.
I'm not going to take those out if I don't have to. Did that come off enough? Yeah. I'm just trying not to have to disassemble the whole darn thing when all I need to do is pull these wires out of here. I just need enough room. There we go. Oh, that one's to the fan, so it didn't need to come out, just this one. Okay, yeah. Well, this one, yeah, see, you've got filament all over this. This part we'd have to, so we're not going to spend the time. Let's go and see if we got another one of those over here. not even certain if I do or if I'm going to have to order one. Yeah, I think I do. Voila. Okay. Let's see. Let's make sure this is the correct one. Then we'll have to get some more on order because I think this was my last one. Yep, that's it. So there's the new one.
It's nice and pretty. Let me see it. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Yep.
Here's a side by side. Oh, goodness.
See, that whole back end is
Woof.
filled with filament. So
Yikes.
why mess with it? I mean, you could if you wanted to, but I am not going to for the customer. So let's get
want
this
it done
one.
right.
Exactly.
We want them to feel like their machine is brand new.
So we'll get this put back in there. Yeah, I know some people will say, why don't you take it all the way apart? Because I don't want to.
Mm-hmm. Why take it all the way apart if you don't have to?
And that's kind of my thought.
You need smaller fingers.
Yeah, sometimes that might help. Okay, let's just make sure we got that all in there. And what we'll do, add up some. Okay, let's go ahead, straighten that up. Get it seated back in. There we go. So we've got the wires ran back underneath like they're supposed to be. Now we are going to put that back together. Do not tighten it all the way. Just enough to hold it in there till you get all 3 screws in. Then once you get all 3 screws in, then you can tighten it the rest of the way.
Hey, my daddy taught me that.
Because if a hole gets misaligned just a tiny bit where it won't go in, then you have to go back and loosen everything back up. That can sometimes, in some cases, be a total pain in the hoo-ha. Okay, so that's back in there. So let's go ahead and get it ran back through this. It needs to be.
Want an extra hand?
No. There we go. Just make sure it's all in there somewhat. And let's put this back on. And once again, these just slide on, but it's getting it lined up so it just slides on. There's a machine behind us making very bad noises.
Oh, it is. It's making very bad noises because it is completely not working. Oh, look at that.
Yep, that one's,
This needs to be paused.
it
Or
needs to be stopped. They're not sticking.
They're not adhering to the build plate. What are you doing?
All right, we're going to stop them. Yeah, they're not sticking very good at all. They don't have a very good first layer adhesion. This bed needs to be cleaned.
I'll clean it up in a bit. Back to fixing.
Okay, so that new one is on. Let's get this plugged back in.
How do you know you plugged it in the right way?
They only go one way.
They won't plug in the other way? Like if you flipped it around by accident?
Nope. And plus, like on this, you don't have room to get it going the wrong way. So now, let's go ahead and put our new hot end in. There we go.
That's supposed to snap.
Something
Click
like
or
that.
something.
You might have to. Let's see. Sometimes these are a little bit of a pain. There we go. All right, so we're all back in place. Let's turn it back on. Then we're going to clean this bed real good.
Do you want to put the cap on the back?
No, we're testing it. We want to make sure that it heats up and everything, does what it's supposed to. So we got to let this thing start up. So we've got a good temperature reading, 24. So go to control, go to nozzle, and let's heat it to 250 and make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to. Then we'll put the cover on it. So altogether, it's going to be $35 for the hot end and the thermistor heater assembly. So it's heating up. So we'll go ahead and put this on now.
What is that?
It's the silicone sock. It just helps to maintain the temperature of the nozzle.
You're doing that before it gets too hot so you don't burn your pinkies?
Yep. No. Because of my past careers, I don't really have a whole lot of feeling in my fingers anyway. All right, so that's all on. That is very unfocused.
Yeah, what happened? There we go.
So that's back on. It's heating up, so that's looking good and promising. So let's go ahead and find our tools, and let's go ahead and get these few screws put back into the hot end. Or not the hot end, the tool, the tool head. Nope. This thing's only minorly magnetic. And when something's got a stronger magnetic like this right here, it pulls it out. go. And last one. Where did this one go? Right down here.
Down on the bottom.
Yeah. There we go. So now that's back together with the exception of this. So let's put this back on here. Let's snap this back on. Guess it would help if I went the right way. Okay, there we go. That's back on.
Why
Now,
does this have 4 holes up here?
that's for the AMS or the AMS light. So if you've got an AMS or mainly 4 holes is for the AMS light. So you would have the AMS light off on the side and you'd have 4 bound tubes, 1 for each hole. So, and it doesn't matter where you put them here because you'd be plugging in the AMS into the side of this in these spots right here. And the AMS light, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it feeds through and up and down through these. Okay, so then we got this little thing right here. Now they have made this. I am not putting it back on. I'm going to put the original on. I'm not going to test with any of their printed pieces. I want to test it as original because that's what I'm doing is I am fixing a mess up. They can put this back on and deal with that themselves. This is covering
that part there.
Welcome, how are you doing? All right.
Handy dandy vacuum and blower.
All right. This is a pretty nice little tool. Take place of air cans. Those stupid air cans that cost like $6, $8 a piece. This is like $25 or $28 off Amazon. It actually has a connection that goes on the front. So this comes off. You got other connections for blowers to go on the back. You got a connection. You got a canister that goes on the front that's got a filter on it for doing vacuuming. And there's little pieces that go on the front of it to make vacuuming a lot easier. I mainly use it for the blower aspect because that's pretty nice and strong. Take place of those air canisters with no issue. So now that that's done, what we're going to do is we need to grease this rail and we need to clean this one up. You can see, look, my finger is clean. Look at that.
Ew.
So
grubby.
that needs to be cleaned up, cleaned off, and re-greased. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a couple pieces of paper towel here. And spray it down with some Windex. And let's get to cleaning.
The bed's cool right now.
Yeah.
The nozzle's cool.
Well, these are have a setting to where they only heat up for a certain amount of time before they auto cool back down on their own. So they do not set and stay when you manually set it to heat up. They don't just stay there.
Is that a safety thing?
Yeah, it's a built-in safety thing that most 3D manufacturers have in their printers to keep them, safe. So if you manually heat it up and then you forget that you did, it shuts it down. Ooh, this thing is filthy. Just filthy. It's going to take a little bit of doing to get it all clean. Trash can is gone.
I took it over to the poop station on this
We need to get
new
a couple new trash cans.
printer that we have.
Couple new trash cans.
I get distracted and I start looking at our new chess set. New chess set. So cool. So excited about it. Here's our new snack bag holder. Magnetized. Sorry.
Okay. Get the back side of this. We got the front of it.
It's going to be like he's got a whole brand new machine again.
Yep. Yeah, you got to maintain these things. These things need to be cleaned. They need to be cleaned. They need to be re-oiled quite often. All right, I need another paper towel or two when we're all done.
You missed a spot.
Oh, I'm sure I did.
Right underneath there. I'm sure people watching will be like, oh, you missed a spot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, underneath that rail. My honey's fingers might be too big to get it. Oh, no, you got it.
Yeah, it's pretty clean now. Yep.
These need maintenance.
Yep. So that should be good. Now we're going to grease it back up. Right.
Feel free to look around. Let us know if you have any questions. Do you have a question? All right, let's see. We got this back on printing, and it looks like it's doing okay. Nothing's coming off the bed now. I think I forgot to clean the bed before I started that print. Hey, there you are.
All right.
You ready?
So we got the bed all cleaned off. Let's see. Yeah. So everything should be pretty good to go on this one. Let's do a cleanup. You can see all this mess here. All right. Nozzle's been replaced. Thermistor heater's been replaced. Bed has been cleaned. Bottom rail has been cleaned and relubed. Top rail cleaned and relubed. Much better. So we're going to take it through and let it do a full-blown calibration. Maintenance, calibration, all of them selected. And we are going to let it go. Let's see what happens. There it goes. It's getting started. So we're going to let that go and do its thing.
Once it calibrates, are you going to add some filament to it and try to print a Benchy?
Yes. Yeah, once it calibrates, then we will do a Benchy print We always do a Benchy print. Make sure everything is doing what it's supposed to,
That way the customer can see that it printed out
just like it's
just like it's
supposed to.
supposed to.
So it's doing its thing. We'll let it do.
Getting that one done next.
Yeah, I've got to
Finish.
rob a
the
part
rods.
off of one of my old enders that I don't use anymore to get that one finished up.
Cool.
All right. So we got that A1 Mini all repaired, got it cleaned up, got it re-lubed, did a full calibration on it, and then sent to Benchy to print on it. So let's go see how that came out. Here we go. There it is. All right. That looks like it did really good. Let's check the bottom. Oh, yeah. That is, where's the camera? There we go. Very good. Good first layer, good adhesion. So no problems.
We're new to creating this kind of content, so please share your feedback in the comments. Let us know what you'd like to see, or how can we make our videos more engaging. If you enjoyed this content, please hit like, subscribe, and share. Also, check out our website for more information. Better yet, mosey on down to 3D Print Hub store in Garland to introduce yourself. Thanks for watching, and hope to see y'all in the next one. Printing, always printing.